Hi, how are you doing? And a Merry Christmas to you all. I thought this lesson I'd get in the festive spirit, and I'm going to teach you how to play Wonderful Christmastime by Paul McCartney. One of my favourites. It always does get me in the Christmas mood when I hear this song. It really is corny, but it's got some nice chord changes. This is also going to be the Easy Wednesday lesson, as some of the chords, the way I'm going to be playing them and showing you, are fairly easy to play, even though they've got really complicated names. So we're going to keep it nice and simple so you can enjoy learning how to play this very festive song. If you're a first-time visitor, great to see you. Hope you like what you hear, and I'd love you to subscribe to the channel. Always appreciate the support that everyone is giving to me. Anyway, let's get into this song. And first of all, let's talk about the sound I've got there, because the song originally was written on, I believe, a Roland D50. At the time, it was a very groundbreaking keyboard. That's great phase effects, which is what I've done on this. I have got a clean amplifier, and then I'm going into a phaser. And I've set the phaser at a 8th note lock-in. Now on my phaser, because I go through my trusty 11 rack here, I can do that. If you've just got a standard like an orange box phaser, the dial you're going to turn it round to 3 o'clock. So if you think the clock face, you've got your dial there, turn it round to 3 o'clock. That should give you 7.7, which is an 8th note repeat on the phaser. Then I've got a delay to give me that little slap back. Now the settings on that, I've got it on a 50-50 mix, wet and dry, so you can hear the echo delay, the same volume as the note I'm playing, and I've got that also set at an 8th. So the phaser and the delay are synchronized together. Now, also because the keyboard that he was using, the sound on it has a very nice high treble sound. So what I'm doing, I'm switching out, because on my guitar here, I've got a modification on this axis. I can put single coil by using a coil tap here. So I'm using this as a single coil on the back pickup, and I'm also on the bridge pickup. So that's how I get this nice treble sound. It just doesn't come across if you've got it on the bass sound on that. So I did say it was an easy to play song, even though we're quite high up here on the keyboard. Hey, I've got a guitar here. I'm losing it, aren't I? It's nearly Christmas. Yeah, soon be time to start the drinking. The chords I'm using, I gotta start this one again. I am always going to be pedaling over a B note, which is on the 7th fret on my low E string. And I play that once and I let the echo, the delay, play through on that. Now the first chord I'm going to play here is a very simple diagonal chord shape. I'm going to be playing 6 on the high E, I'm playing 7 on the B, and I'm playing 8 on the G. And I just, them 3 strings. Now your timing on this, you're going 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how we play these changes. So it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, and we let the delay count that through. From there, I'm going to a D minor shape. Now, what do we do? Get a chord, think D minor. And you're going to bring that shape all the way up. So your first finger now is on E7, your third finger is on B9, and your second finger is on G8. So it's a D minor shape. So from that B, got a D minor there. From there, I go back to my B. Now the next chord, again, is an easy shape to play. I've just got my first finger now on E9, and then I've got my third finger on B11 and my second finger on G11. So that's my third chord. I go back to my B, and now I'm going to play a D shape. So again, think of your D shape down here, bring it all the way up. So now you've got second finger on E11, I've got my third finger on B12 and my first finger on G11. So they are my three chords: diagonal chord, D minor shape, I've got, which is really a kind of a base of an A shape, and then to a D shape. So we put them together: 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's your first part. Now we've got this change of a chord. Now on the track, again, as I said, he's played as a keyboard. He's using chords. What he's actually using is a C sharp minor 7. And then he's going across to an F sharp 9 chord. But because I said it's an easy Wednesday guitar lesson, you can get round that and it still works. All you've got to do, and there's a little bit of practice here, you are first of all going to put your third finger across all of the notes from the D string down, and they're going to be on the 9th fret. So D, G, B and E, just holding down that third finger. And I'm going to bring my second finger across. I'm going to play the 9th fret on the E string. And I just mute the A in between it. I'll just get lazy with this second finger. And that is a C sharp minor 7. See, learn an advanced chord on this one here. And from there, all I'm going to do, I'm going to move that shape down a string. So this time I'm playing second finger on A9, and I'm just holding down G9, B9 and E9. And again, I'm muting the D string. So I'm not worrying about getting this chord. If you can, it is actually 9, 8, 9, 9, 9. That gives you an F sharp 9. But if you find that a challenge, you just go from this C sharp, all the 9s, and then move down. That's your first one. And it just goes 1, 2, because we're going to play these chords 1, 2, 3, 4 on the count. Now we're going to move up 2 frets, and we're going to be on 11th fret. We're going to do the same thing where we start off on the A string and holding down all the 11, and we get that. And then we do move down, and we play this, what would be an A flat 9 or a G sharp 9. Again, if you want to play it as a 9, you just drop your first finger here on 10 on the D string. But if not, just let that D string get muted. So we get this 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to move back to an E5. So we're just going to play 5 on the A and 9 on the D. So just play that 1 E5. Now we are going to go all the way up to 12th fret, and we are going to play the second shape that we've done. So it's an E, it's an A9, but we're just going to again hold down that second finger on 12th fret on the A, mute the D string, and then hold down 12, 12 and 12. And then the final chord is a B major chord, but we're just taking it as an F shape. So standard chord here, F, bring it all the way up. So your first finger here is on the 7th fret, and then just play an F shape. So you got 7, 8 on the G and 9 on the D. So let me play through that slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. That's that change. And you would play that twice. And then we go back to beginning part. Now, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to turn off the effects, and we're just going to look at it as a clean sound. So I've turned all the phases off. Got a little bit of a delay on there, but nothing like we had before. And because of that now, we have to give that delay echo to this. And just the way I do this, I just play the D twice. Because when we do the next part, it doesn't matter. It still comes across because it's not affecting, we're not playing with that echo, with that delay, that it was clearly used in the first section. So just playing through that little chord sequence, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't need to do a double tap. We only need to do it when we're playing the B at the beginning. Now let's look at the ding dong bit. I'll just play through and again I'll break it down for you. I'm playing there, I'm on the E string first of all, I do an 11. Across to the B I do a 12. And then down to 9. Change to 9G. And then I do 11 on the D. Back to 11 on the G. Twice. And then finish it up on 9 on the D. That is just on 11 on the high E and going to 12 on the B. And then it goes back to. And of course. So let's just look at this little lead guitar line towards the end of the song. I'll play it through and then I'll break it down. So we start off on 11 on the high E string, to 11 on the G, back to 11 on the high E string, and then 9 on the E. So we get, and then we're going to play on 11 on the G, to the 9 on the high E, back again 11, 9. So we get this. And then we finish on the 12 on the high E. And then we're going to hit the 12 again. And moving it up to 13 on the G, to 11 on the B, 12 on the B, 14 on the B, crossover, and we do the same notes on the high E. So it's 11, 12, 14, and back down, 12, 13, 12, 11, and then repeat. So there we have all of the little sections showing you how to play Wonderful Christmas Time by Paul McCartney. To me, it is my favourite Christmas song of all of the great ones from the past that are out there. But this one really does put me in a good frame of mind for Christmas. So I thought I would share this with you. Hope you've enjoyed it. And to all my subscribers, a very, very, very Merry Christmas. And I'll see you all in the new year. Take care.